on the map.
I started streaming.
Hello.
So the lighting should be a lot better now. Everybody should be kind of
We can only see
sight.
the room we're in.
Yeah, good.
Okay. But, I mean, we can't see the rooms that we were in before.
Right, because I switched it back to the old dynamic lighting system, and I'm not using the new one, so I can't use Explorer mode. So,
Gotcha. All right.
on the eventuality that they retire this version, I'll start using it, but I couldn't get it to do what I wanted to do on the new one yet. Who's got the news going in the background?
Sorry, I muted Joseph's out as
Oh, okay. All right. We are all here. So let's go ahead and get started. All right. So last time you guys started off in the Lich's Lair. You narrowly escaped the gas chamber at the very front. You dodged all the traps, found yourselves a secret room with a spell scroll, had a statue fall on you, fell asleep in a magical room, and figured out the magical tunnel. And now you are in a big chamber. Oh, that's right, you also killed a clay golem. But you're now in a big chamber with a stone golem chained inactive on the south side. And you have a magical door that you attempted to cast Dispel Magic on, and it did nothing.
So, we got this stone golem chained up, guys. Should we touch it?
Don't forget, you also have the path to the west over here.
Well,
let's put a spell scroll on its mouth.
What do you think a chill touch spell scroll would do to an inactive stone golem?
No, I just-
Activate it.
Is there any way to investigate the golem? Like, did we already investigate the golem last game?
Nope. As soon as you guys entered the room and saw it, you all shied away from it.
We shied.
I'm standing right in front of it, looking at it.
As you approach the stone golem, it has chains that are wrapped around its wrist, around its legs, an iron collar that bounds it around the neck, and it's standing still and upright with its arms kind of extended outwards, but forward at a 90-degree angle.
We could do pull-ups on it if we wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else of note?
Of note, no. You've got the, 6-inch fountain surrounding the stone golem. The water is tinted a slight green. There seems to be nothing in the water.
You said it was 6 inches deep?
About 6 inches deep, yeah.
Can I do a perception check to see if there's anything that might give us a hint as to what we could be doing with this golem?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Roll me that perception.
Energy lines or fish swimming in the water? Or...
As you make your rounds around the stone golem, looking at the water, looking at the golem, looking at the chains, inspecting everything closely,
Blast
a
it with
magic missile rockets past Armin, and Sir Eastaval crashes into the stone golem. Is that what you really do?
She's muted.
You're muted?
I didn't even realize I clicked it. Okay.
No, that's okay. I figured that's what happened. As you inspect the stone golem, it is completely devoid of any kind of life. To you, it seems nothing more than a statue.
Okay.
if it's just a statue, I mean, we could topple it. I don't think that accomplishes anything.
So why do you think it's bound? Why would the party see this and think, oh, why does that statue have chains all around it?
Because it moves would be my guess.
Because it's not a nice golem and it wants to kill things.
Is it possible maybe the golem is not being controlled by the Lich?
It's a prisoner.
Well, it could be some sort of sentry that was already here before the Lich moved in. Because
Well,
this place
if
was...
you
What
do
are
remember what Serena said before, well, she did say this is not how it was before, but that can go either way with this situation.
So that doesn't help us though, because we don't know anything about this sentry.
That's
No.
true.
How do the chains look? Do they look sturdy? Are they
The
rusty,
chains-
pitted?
You look
Adam.
closely at the chains and you see that they all look. There's no rust on the chains anywhere.
Like they're brand new,
What
well-kept
about-
chains, or they're magical in nature, so they don't rust.
Give me an Arcana check.
Adamantium chains. Womp.
As far as East of All and Armin can tell, they are just iron chains that look real pretty.
Hey guys, they're just iron chains.
Nothing to see here.
Nothing
Do
to
they look
see
real
here.
pretty?
They're real
What about-
shiny.
What about the, like, so all these statues, if I remember correctly, when we got here, they look like the Lich we're after, right?
Oosfroos.
Correct. Uras, not Ufrus.
Whatever.
Okay. Does this golem look like the other statues?
He does not. He has very
See.
square and defined features.
See, so this could potentially be an ally.
Yeah.
Well, or at least
mistake.
at least something we could turn to our advantage potentially.
Yeah.
It appears to be completely inert. Like,
This is
How
true.
are the chains attached to it?
So around the neck, a couple of the chains go up, and it's wearing an iron collar.
Mm-hmm.
And then around the legs and the feet, it's just kind of they're shackled. Everything's shackled.
If the last golem was any indication, though, these chains aren't going to do a whole lot if he gets angry.
No. But why don't we undo the ones around his neck? He still has them around his feet. Let's see what happens.
let's try to communicate with Gollum before we
Well, I'm thinking maybe
we free it to kill us.
You said it has very square features. Is it anyone we recognize?
No, it is like boxy, like unhuman-like features, like very blank, expressionless, but it's got eyes and a mouth.
The child.
Does anyone have spells for talking to rocks?
talking to rock.
Oh well, I've got a potion of golem speech.
I have a spell of pet rock.
That'll do
No,
it.
I don't.
You know, actually, I have a potion of mind reading.
Are you willing to spend a potion of mind reading to talk to a construct?
I wouldn't.
I remember. I
talking
know I was
to it.
wrong about the clay golem, but I don't think they have like.
Thoughts.
Yeah. I mean, I know I was wrong about the other golem, so.
So we shouldn't do
Right.
anything you say.
Yeah. But I'm not sure you're gonna get thoughts out of it. I could be wrong, but
Well, last time I wasted. What did I waste? A 5th level spell slot? For us not to accomplish it? Should I waste another? Should I possibly waste a potion?
I don't think so. No, that was a good potion, wasn't it?
The potion
Yeah,
of mind
that-
reading.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. No, let's
that was
not use.
that was a freebie too.
So
Yeah,
it's only surface level thoughts.
Yeah.
So we would like if it had thoughts, and it's a golem with one.
See, here's the
thick-
key word to that. If.
all right.
yeah. I wouldn't waste the potion on that. I'd find another way to.
As
Let's-
this is,
Go ahead.
sorry, I was gonna. Nothing important. Just as this is being discussed, I am defacing the statues with my chalk.
What
Well,
are
I'll
you-
go
Okay,
somebody.
As soon as he approaches it with chalk, I'm backing up. We saw what happened last time we took.
No,
we
he's
touched
doing
one.
it to this. He's doing it to the other statues around the room, not
Oh,
to the,
okay.
not to the stone
Oh.
golem.
Okay.
They're all getting Fu Manchus.
Well, I would say if you want to talk to it first before we do anything, you might as well go ahead and touch it while it's all chained up. Or we can completely ignore it and go somewhere else.
I think we should touch it. I think touching it would be, with it being chained up, presumably, if the Lich chained it up, then he chained it up good enough to where it's not in danger of like just outright being able to break right out of it. Would be my-
The other one was the same way, and he broke out of his chains instantly.
Was he chained though?
Yes.
He was chained.
Oh, was it?
How about this?
See, I thought that the clay golem was just standing there. I couldn't remember.
I
I
got an
did
idea.
too.
I will sheath my sword. I will put my shield on my back. I will kneel before the golem, and then I'll touch it in an effort to show that I am in no way interested in fighting it and not a threat.
All right. So
That's
here's the
kind
thing
of
about how
submission.
golems. Here's the thing about how golems work is they follow a set of instructions.
Does Armin know this?
This is what Hafen told you about the clay golem, but for whatever reason, the clay golem might have already had instructions. That might have been part of the problem.
Okay, well, knowing that golems follow instructions,
I like how you all keep calling them golems.
Golem.
It sounds more natural.
So what does Armin do?
I don't think I want to. I don't want to, like, knowing that it doesn't have any thought of its own. If it's a construct and it's like a thing of its own, or like it's a instructed being, I don't think I would engage it. There's no reason to activate a thing that's going to attack us, and it obviously doesn't have instructions to say, if awoken, help out whoever wakes you up, because that's what a nice guy would do.
Well, if it didn't have instructions, it wouldn't do anything, I would think. But again,
Would it be chained up with no instructions?
I don't know. Obviously, the other one probably wasn't. Which begs the question: should we remember this?
So we'll go on that train of thought. If a golem is given, Jeff.
You know what? It doesn't matter. I'm gonna touch it.
If
Okay.
if a golem is given a set of instructions,
It's going to complete the instructions before it stops.
right?
I don't know why
All
it
right,
would be.
okay. It's going to complete the set of instructions, but let's treat this golem like an if statement.
Okay.
The golem seems to be inert.
Okay.
If
So-
blank remain inert.
So I will say this:
If blank awaken.
I'm not playing Dungeons and Dragons to not touch a golem. I touch the golem.
Is that really what you're gonna do?
That's exactly what I'm gonna do.
Armin
you
reaches up
sure?
and places his hand on the golem's forearm. After about 10 seconds, nothing happens.
I try to do a pull up on his arm.
Give me an athletics check.
I'm pretty good at that.
Hey,
Why do you keep trying to pull up on everything? They fall over on you.
Armin busts out a full set of pull-ups.
Yolanda.
In the interim, nothing happens. Yolanda sees this from afar. Is Yolanda going to be shown up?
Oh, no, not at all. I was going to say, Yolanda gets a little jealous and goes over there and starts doing, like, flips off the arm.
Well, if one person didn't trigger this thing to come to life.
Yolanda, give me an athletics check for your flips. Look at that. As Armin is fervently doing his pull-ups, Yolanda is standing on the other arm doing flips and spins and everything that you can imagine. All the while, the golem remains still.
I think we should destroy this thing before it becomes a problem.
Wait, it's not a problem yet.
All right. So,
What about what I said? It'll be a problem later when we come back to this room and unlock the magic door that's locked right now.
But we could try giving it some instructions again.
Would you like to give it some instructions while I stand around the corner?
Sure. Yolanda would. I don't know. Well, I can fly. I don't need Yolanda's help. I will take out another. I will try to write. I'll write the same thing that we wrote last time. That the party. The golem will protect and follow the instructions of the four of us.
Okay, and what are you going to do with those instructions?
Okay. Can I look? Can I inspect the golem?
Yeah, roll me an investigation.
Are you looking for a slot to stick it in?
Yep. I mean, it would be the mouth, but
Maybe some
normally
other orifice.
the behind.
Jam it in his ear so we can stay PG.
As you fly up to the face of the stone golem, you see that it has chiseled eyes, nose, and a mouth, all from the rock of the stone, with no openings. The mouth is closed. The nostrils have no actual nostrils, and the eyes are just whittled enough to give off the impression of eyes.
Mm.
And he doesn't look like anyone we would recognize, not Urus.
No, yeah, like I said, he's got just a very blocky face, very standard.
What if he's an incomplete golem that hasn't been activated yet?
We should probably just destroy it.
So how are you going to destroy rock?
Magic hammer.
How else will Jeff destroy things?
What?
Let me get my spear out. Hold on.
Outstretched again.
What's that?
What was he holding outstretched?
He wasn't holding anything outstretched. His arms are kind of like think your arms down by your side, but his forearms are out at a 90-degree angle. Like that.
Okay.
Jeff, how
I'm
about you
just
take a whack at his
fists-
face?
Fists are clenched. So
Well, that was kind of my thought. Was that if we open the door and this golem is not outwardly hostile to us, but potentially hostile to whatever's residing here in the dungeon, if we were to weaken the chains, like smash the chains so that maybe just the front set of chains are still visible, but the back ones are loose, we could set some sort of trap. But
We would have to
That's-
collaborate with this entity we
assuming-
can communicate with.
well, we would just have to make sure that whenever whatever's up ahead, if it is hostile to the Lich or any other undead in the immediate area, that it has a way to escape the chains.
I'm gonna try, since I've already written down these instructions, putting the instructions on top of one of his fists or something,
okay.
just in desperation.
Get to pull out some magical tape and tape
Yeah.
it down.
Why don't you just get like a hammer and chisel and make a spot to stick it in?
Okay.
Wait, we actually Jeff has a hammer.
I do.
He does.
Can you make a small indentation in this guy's hand so I can give him the scroll?
Sure, why not? Is that a strength check
Yeah.
or a dexterity?
Strength, because you're hammering something. Doesn't matter. You successfully make a small hole.
All right, I'll stick it in there and see what happens.
All right.
And the golem didn't react to me chipping away at it?
Nope.
Let's go around the back and break some chains.
So you see 6 chains there as you do on the map. 2 of them go up to the shackle around his neck. 2 of them go to his legs, and 2 of them go to his arms.
I think he'd like to breathe before anything else. Or breathe easier.
Just mark which ones you're going to destroy. Just put like little X's on them.
Which ones are the ones on his neck? The ones in the back?
The ones in the back are his legs. The ones on the top are his arms, and the ones in the middle are to his neck.
Okay, I'll break those with my Mace of Terror.
Okay. So after about 10 or so minutes of hammering, you successfully break through the chains. So his arms and his legs remain bound, but his neck is free.
The chains are not magical. I could break them, guys.
Wait, why did we break them?
Because we're not here to not break chains.
Oh, okay.
All right. You successfully partially loosened the chains on the stone golem. What do you do now? You've got the magical doors to the north. You've got areas that you have not explored off to the west, and a path to the east that you have yet to go down.
I don't think that breaking the chains did nothing. I think we should be moving on.
Yeah. Did you get where I did put the thing in the indentation that he made?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe when he wakes up, he'll remember that we're the ones that set him free.
Other than that, I think we should move on. I don't think we have any good ideas here.
As Armin leaves the chamber, the corridor in front of him gets dark, where he can only see just a little bit ahead of him.
I cast light on my Vorpal sword and make it a torch.
Okay. So what is a torch?
I get a bright light in a 20-foot radius and dim light in another 20 feet.
Well, your token already shows you more than that, so.
It shows only 15, right?
15 and then 15 dim.
Yeah, so I
You
get
get
20.
30.
I get 20 bright and 20 dim as a light.
Okay. You asked for it.
I asked for it.
Actually, no. I said that wrong. It should be this.
I feel slightly better about our chances. I guess I'll go to the first.
Armin sees down.
I'll go to the first intersection and peek around the
Okay.
corner.
Sure. As you peek around the corner, you see a door.
Hey guys, I found our next stop.
All right.
I walk up to the door and I ask, I lean against the door and I listen to it. Is there anything on the? Can I hear anything on the other side of the door?
Roll me a perception. You hear nothing on the other side of the door.
It's clear, guys. I kick open the door.
Give me a strength check.
Oh gosh.
You kick at the door, and the door busts open.
Hailing on
Hang
that door.
Let me. Why are you doing that? There we go. There we go. Bam. The door opens up, and you see into a 20 or a 10 foot by 10 foot room, or 20 foot by 20 foot room.
I don't want to go in.
Going into the room, you notice the floor, the walls, the ceiling, everything is spotlessly clean.
I'm super annoyed that there is an empty, clean room in this dungeon. That is annoying.
Armin, roll me a Constitution save.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
why this room is clean.
I was about to say this is it's like a Dexter kill room.
There's bleach in the air.
You look closely and notice that there's
Armin,
clear plastic.
After entering the room, you immediately begin to feel dizzy.
I rolled a natural 1 on both of them. Please punish me.
You begin to feel dizzy. You immediately drop prone to the floor. You feel all of the strength sapping from your body. You are too weak to talk.
Was anyone watching when this happened? I hope.
But I wouldn't go. I didn't go into the room.
Can we like reach in and yank them out of the room without getting out?
Armin, you take 12 psychic damage.
So my head hurts.
Your head hurts. You're down on the ground. You're feeling very weak. You can't even move currently. The rest of the party sees this happening in front of them.
Was that? I guess it doesn't matter if it was a magical effect or not, because I rolled terribly.
Can we try to pull them in back across the threshold without entering the room?
You can try.
Okay. I'm gonna stand right here and try to grab them and yank them back out.
As soon as you reach into the room, roll me a con save.
That's what I was afraid of.
You're good at con, right?
Yeah, should be.
Real
Yep.
good.
You successfully you feel on your forearm. You feel a cold chill pass over your arm as you grab Armin and pull him out of the room.
Okay.
Move yourself back 5 feet, Armin. Armin, as soon as you exit the room, you begin to feel like yourself again. You can talk. You feel your strength returning.
Cool. Hey, D, can we put you on push to talk? He's real loud. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh wait, it's not him. It's somebody in Brett's background.
Is it?
There's nobody in my background.
It's not me.
No, he's watching a YouTube video. That's what it was.
Oh, okay.
Is it you, Jeff?
It's not me.
It just took a second, I guess. So I feel completely fine.
You feel immediately better.
So I walked in this room. I got a splitting headache and I fell over. And maybe we shouldn't go in this room. Also, remember once upon a time we used to tie ropes around my waist whenever I went into stupid places. We should continue that behavior.
Hey, you
I thought
adopted this.
I thought that was only if there was a risk of drowning.
Well, apparently there's a risk of me falling over.
You're the one kicking in doors and running in.
It was empty and it was clean. Do you know anything about magic that makes things clean that you can't see?
No.
You never had to dispose of a body in a clean room, Mr. Assassin?
No, my kills are meant to send messages, not be discreet.
As Hafen reached his arm into the room and felt the cold pass over his body, he, wasn't affected by it. Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe. Are you saying I can enter the room?
Well, hold on. Did
I'm
you
going
feel
to try
anything?
to enter the room.
You did pass your con save.
Will somebody tie a rope around my waist?
I will pull a rope out of my adventuring kit and mark off another one.
Okay.
And I will tie it around your waist.
Okay. I'm going to try to walk in here, but if I collapse, please yank me back out. We ready?
Set.
All right, here I go. Whee!
Hafen walks into the room and feels a cold wash over his body, but he seems otherwise unaffected.
How you feel, buddy?
It's really clean in here. It's weird. But other than that, I feel okay. Kind of cold.
What do you see?
Can I inspect the room, please?
You can absolutely inspect the room.
Why can I not all of a sudden see? There we go.
As you look at the floor, the ceiling, and the wall, you see that it is deceptively clean, almost like at one point a gelatinous cube had lived in this room, but it can't be that because it would still be here waiting for adventurers to fall in on it.
Uh-oh.
Maybe it's a spectral cube.
It's a spectral cube.
Maybe the room's a mimic.
That
Masquerading
thought never
as a
crossed
cube.
my mind. Roll me a perception.
Who?
Haven.
Okay.
As you are investigating the room, you feel like there is something off about one of the walls.
Okay. I'm gonna say, guys, be ready to yank me back in. There's something off, and I'm gonna be stupid and get a little closer and investigate it. Which way did I perceive that?
You
Which wall?
perceived the western wall.
Okay.
That even sounds ominous. The
Yeah.
western.
I'm gonna go over to the western wall and give it a closer look. I guess I'll investigate it some more.
Sure.
Hopefully I'll do better than just last time.
You look at the wall. And you poke and you prod and you look around. And you find at the base of the wall a slat where the wall doesn't quite meet the floor.
Huh. So this might be a false wall. Or something. There's a gap here, guys. What should I do?
If it's a door, open it.
It's not a
Shit.
door.
It's a wall. It's very clearly a wall. But there's a gap.
I have a thing for this. We can use gaseous form and go under it.
You want to
Um,
use the gaseous form to go under it, though.
I want to use all these damn potions I bought. And didn't bought.
That is an option. Gaseous form.
So I see a gap. Does it look like there are indentations around the floor that anything has been moved?
No,
Where this-
it is quite literally like the contractors didn't do a good job and they didn't cut properly, and there is a super small but tiny gap at the bottom of the floor,
Okay.
or at the bottom of the wall where it meets the floor.
They forgot to put in the quarter round.
Yeah.
Well,
Do you have a
gaseous
crowbar,
form
or
would be one way to investigate it.
do you have a crowbar? Or just stick it under there and see if you can move the wall a little bit.
I don't know. Do I have a crowbar on me? Yeah.
Do you have an adventurer's kit?
Yes, I do.
You
I
probably
should.
probably
I have an
a
explorer's pack. Yeah, I have an explorer's pack. Can I give it a little shimmy under there?
Sure. Which side are you going to jam under? Are you going to jam the straight edge or the bent end over?
I feel like it'd be really hard to get the bent end under.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, I guess I'll just try to. Now, I kind of want to try to get the bent end in so I can pull. I want to be able to pull it.
I do not think that is physically possible. Does that sound possible?
always
Well, I don't
try.
know if I'm going to pull it out. Well, I just want to see if it'll, like, I want to see what kind of play it has first.
Well, why don't you just like give it a gentle push, like just to see if it's.
Oh, sure, wise guy. Why don't I just push it?
Well, I don't know. Just
What-
even
What if it's a
Are
see
you-
if
pull?
you're wasting.
Wait, push on the wall?
I'm just messing with you. I'll push it.
So you're,
Rather
You're
pushing,
talking about pry barring it. It's,
so you're going to jam the crowbar under there and push.
No. Well, yeah, sure. I'll do both.
No, tell me what you're doing.
Okay, I'm going to try to push as was suggested first to see what kind of play I'm dealing with.
All right. You jam the crowbar successfully under the wall. You give me a strength check.
Okay.
I think when you're using the crowbar, you have advantage on strength checks.
Yeah, because you're using a tool. 11. All right. You stick it up under there and you kind of give it a push. The wall gives just momentarily, letting you know that it is a thin wall and there is something on the other side.
Okay. Well, there's definitely something that we need to figure out a way over there. So
probably some kind of cursed corpse or skeleton or something.
Yeah, right?
Some kind of awful something hidden behind the wall, preying on adventurers.
well, then we gotta get ourselves in trouble with that thing.
I mean, it's been described as a thin wall. Why don't we just try to break it?
You're asking the sorcerer to break a thin wall.
Yeah.
Why don't you come back in with your Mace of Terror and hack at the wall?
Sorcerer, I'm not stepping back in that damn room.
Blast through it like the Kool-Aid Man.
Use your magics.
That's why I was trying to see if there was a way I could.
Like,
Do I know why this isn't? Is it just because I have a good constitution that I'm not being affected by this room like Armin was? Do I know why?
Roll me an insight.
Insight? You're probably not good at that.
You are sure, because of your sorcerer bloodline, that you are hardy against whatever is going on inside this room.
He thinks he's better than us.
Well, I was hoping that maybe. Might I borrow your hammer, Sir Esteval?
No.
That's a wise answer.
I will throw you my mace.
Okay.
Why don't you
I
just
toss
pop
the
off a
mace.
magic missile at it?
I'm tossing him the mace. Here,
Does magic missile cost?
here, cat.
Thank you.
It's a level 1 magic missile. Doesn't really cost anything.
It's a spell slot. A spell slot's a spell slot.
I think if I remember correctly, last week I burned a few to help us get through some stuff.
All of you who have spell slots have burned spell slots. I think, except for Jeff.
Have I used any spells? I haven't used any spells.
I've used
You
a
have
couple.
key points, which are not key points, but your sorcerer points, which are a little different, right? Or do you actually have
Well,
spells you cast?
I have a fair amount of spells.
I just never see you use spells.
She's used flaming hands sometimes, or flaming something or another.
And
Some-
Thunder Wave,
sometimes.
and I accidentally cast Magic Missile earlier.
Oh, that's right, you did. Yeah, you know what? You do have level 1 magic or level 1 spells. I just
Burning
never
Hand,
see you
Shocking
use them.
Grasp. Well,
Yeah.
because they don't beat
Oh,
punching things in the
Remember
face
when she
usually.
was? Remember when
That's-
she was
that's very
evil
true.
and she tried to execute prisoners?
Oh yeah. All right. So Hafen has the mace. What does Hafen do with the mace?
I'm gonna swing it at this wall and try to put a big hole in it.
All right, roll me a strength check.
This is. Whoops. Oh.
Boing.
You take the mace in both hands and you swing it at the wall, and the wall cracks in a spider web crack.
Hey, look at that. I kind of did something.
Do you want to try
I
again?
got, yeah, I'm gonna hit it again, please.
All right, you don't even have to roll this time. As you hit it a second time, the wall in front of you crumbles, and a secret room is shown in front of you, and you see a chest sitting 10 feet away.
All right. Hey, there's a chest in here, guys.
Is it shiny?
Is it shiny?
It is a
I am-
common brown chest.
Nope, looks pretty brown.
It's probably got something awful in it.
Well,
It's probably a mimic.
are you a mimic?
You have to answer.
Like
You
just
have to
poke
answer
it,
if you are.
touch it with your foot.
Are you a cop?
I'm gonna damn it. That's a lot of room that y'all can't cross.
Man, that puppy is
Uh,
trapped. You
why
know
you-
it is.
Why don't you just tie the rope on it and we'll pull it out?
Well, that's a good
Okay,
idea.
I'm gonna I'll untie the rope from myself and tie it to the chest.
Okay.
And you'll fail your con save next time.
And then I'm gonna
I'm gonna yell down the hall. Come at it from the side though, just to be safe.
from like around here, you perhaps.
So you're pulling the chest behind you.
So we're pulling it out, right?
It didn't
Who's-
explode or.
Who has the rope? Who's pulling on it? Because it's tied around the chest now.
I have the rope.
I can
All right.
pull it. I'll help pull it.
All right.
Get out of the way.
Team pull.
You
Team
pull it
pull.
up to right in front of Armin.
I'm not going in there. Let's pull it one more block out
Yep.
into the hallway.
All right.
Back into the hallway.
Well, can I come out too, please?
Absolutely.
I'm
Okay.
itching to open this chest, like itching, scratching my neck, like, oh, God, give me some of this chest.
And we don't have any way to identify traps, right?
Yes, we do. We have the Armin way. I say stand back, and I hit it.
Smash it. Yeah.
I'm gonna
Give me a
stand
strength check.
just that.
If you insist. I'm aiming for the lock. Is it
All right.
locked?
Yeah, it's got a padlock on the front.
Okay, yeah, I hit the lock.
You smack the lock. Lucky for you, it was rusted and it breaks off, and the chest pops open.
And bites me.
There is a bag inside of the chest.
It's treasure with more treasure in it.
Is it a bloodied bag?
What's in the bag?
I'll pick up the bag and I'll just jam my hand into it.
All right, as you jam your hand into it, you feel a small fuzzy object.
I pull it out.
All right, you've got a small fuzzy object in your hand.
What? Okay. What is it, like a hairball?
What
That's
you
what it
got?
looks like.
I hold it up for the group. Does this look familiar to anyone? This is not shiny.
What is that? Is it hair or something?
It's a small fuzzball thing.
I wonder if, I don't know, since we're dealing with necromancy and hair, I'd just hold on to it. I don't know what to do with it though, but it might come in handy later.
Is it something the bag ate and now the bag is eating my arm? Could we like? I sat.
What do you do with it?
Okay. I pop a squat on the ground,
Okay.
sitting on my heels, and I put it on the floor, and I poke it.
All right, as soon as you drop it to the floor, it turns into a brown bear.
No.
A brown bear.
Yes, a brown bear.
Okay.
A happy or an angry brown bear?
Like a
As
stuffed
you
animal,
can
or like
No, a bear, a giant ass brown bear.
Mistakes were made.
And it pops up. Hang on,
Well,
roll-
surely it
roll,
has
roll,
to be.
roll 20's catching up.
How about we do a team lift, get it back up off the ground, and it'll turn back into the fuzzball.
Hang on a second. Let me. I drop the token, but it always takes a while. That I don't know why it's doing that. All right, let's try that again. What do you see when I drop that token?
Nothing.
A purple person icon.
Yeah, I can't drop a brown bear into the game.
All right, there we go.
Go. Great.
Oh, I'm just.
The
The bear
disgusted.
looks to Armin, and Hafen standing on the other side sees its little tail wagging.
I think it might be happy you freed it.
I reach out my hand. I reach out my hand and say, "Hail and well met."
It reaches its paw up and places it against your hand. It seems to be friendly.
Oh Jesus!
All right. Anybody got a picnic basket?
What is it?
Darn, Yolanda was ready to wrestle a bear.
It's a bear.
It's a baby bear.
No,
Yeah.
It's not a baby bear.
Oh, it's not?
It's a micro bear.
It's a full-grown bear.
Full-grown brown bear.
It's not a pocket bear?
Shrunk it.
Do you talk, Mr. Bear?
The bear lets out a roar. Roar.
Bear does not talk. Can you go back? Do you understand me?
The bear nods his head.
All right. We have a bear friend.
Do you want to go back in the bag?
He shakes his head.
Are you really a bear, or are you a person that looks like a bear?
He just lets out a roar. Roar.
Option 1 or option 2?
Blink.
Were you a person before?
He shakes his head.
Can you write?
He shakes his head.
Do you know how you? Oh, if I asked, I'm saying this out loud as Armin. I guess if I asked him if he knew how he got here, he wouldn't be able to communicate it to us, would he?
He nods his head.
Oh, he does.
You would be able to communicate to us? How did you get in
He
the?
shakes his head.
Okay.
He knows how he got here, but he doesn't. He can't communicate.
Well, I could use my mind reading potion to read this bear's thoughts,
You could.
but it's a bear.
It's true. It is a bear, but the temptation to use the potion.
Oh, it's so tempting. I want to know what this bear knows. Are you magical, Mr. Bear?
He nods his head.
Do you have a name?
Roar.
Excellent. I will call you Rar.
Yar.
Okay, Rar. Do you know Urus?
He tilts his head.
Okay. Do you want to fight the thing that put you in the bag?
He tilts his head again.
Hmm.
Are you
You
hungry,
wanna-
little fella?
You want to come follow us around for a little while?
He shakes his head. Roar.
Okay, I'm gonna treat him like a toddler. Okay, grab my hand. Let's go.
His
How-
giant bear paw smacks against your hand.
How big is the bear now? I lost connection for a second.
It is an adult-sized brown bear. A
So
medium
when
token.
When we pulled it out of the bag, it was a tiny object, right?
It was a little object, and when you placed it on the ground, it turned into the brown bear. Don't metagame, Jeff.
I'm not metagaming.
I think he cut out when we were learning. All
Yeah,
this.
no, right? Like literally, it was a small brown object, and you were about to say what it was, and then my internet cut out.
Oh, I see.
So I take the bear by the hand and I say, "All right, well, let's go on an adventure, Mr. Rar."
Adventure.
All right. Speaking of adventure,
As a child runs across the screen in his underwear.
All right, you now have a brown bear following you.
Excellent.
all right.
I should have given you. You should have control of the token.
All right. Well, I managed to get rid of one NPC to get another one. Let's go over. Oh, there's two different directions we should go. Which way do we?
All right, what do you do with the bag that it came from?
Hold on to everything.
I mean,
we get
I would have just like lashed it onto my bag, not even thinking about it.
Okay.
So, can the bag shrink objects?
We don't know. We haven't
You
played.
don't know.
I didn't think of anything other than this is a bear. Anything.
We got so excited about the bear.
Can we experiment with the bag for a second?
If
just
you're
to see what it
interested
does?
in experimenting with the bag, I assumed the bear was magical.
I'm gonna take the bag from you.
Okay, you can have this little brown sack.
Yeah,
It is okay. So keep in mind, yeah, brown. It is a brown sack.
It's like a coin purse or something.
It's
No.
not an orange sack.
No, it's brown. It's like a brown burlap bag.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna try and put my mace into it and see what happens.
All right, you put your mace into the bag. What do you do now?
Does it fit in the bag?
Fits into the bag.
So a full-size mace fit into a small little pouch.
I never said it was a small pouch.
How big is the bag?
The bag is big enough to fit your mace.
It was big enough to fit an adult bear.
No.
No. You might have missed the info to where when Armin reached into the bag, he pulled out a palm-sized small fuzzy object that when he placed on the ground turned into a brown bear.
I did miss all of that.
Mm-hmm.
My internet cut out right as he reached into the bag and pulled
Oh,
out the small
Okay,
object.
so that is what happened.
Okay.
So while Jeff is investigating the bag, I'm teaching the bear to play rock, paper, scissors.
Bear plays paper every time.
I'm gonna try and put the shovel in.
The shovel fits 5/6 of the way. The handle is poking out of the bag.
So nothing all right. So it's not magic.
We
I'm
have
gonna
a,
toss it back to Armand. What the
I-
shit?
I lash the bag back onto my bag. I'm saying, I mean, I got a new pocket. That's cool. My tactical bag has some molly on it to put new pockets on it.
All right, so you went back up the hallway. You see a path to the north and a path that bends to the south ahead of you.
I asked the bear if he has an opinion on which way we should go.
The bear tilts his head.
Which way does he tilt his head?
The bear tilts his head to the right.
Okay, we'll go to the right. Excellent, good choice, Rar.
All right. You want to take a 5-minute break?
Sure.
I need to use the bathroom and get something.
5-minute break.
5-minute break as soon as D comes back. 5-minute break.
Right.
BRB.
It was a bear. My
You
internet
know?
cut out. So I did not know that because, like, literally, he reached into the bag and my internet cut out because Alex unplugged the router.
Made your character yet
Do what now?
for this weekend? Have you actually made your character yet?
Yeah, it's a goblin.
I know you came up with a concept. I've been making everyone's for them.
What did I say his name was?
I don't know, Grasnak, I think.
Grasnak the Grub. Yeah, he's gonna be a. He's going to be a rogue or a thief, I guess.
Ragnar the Grub.
Graknar the Grub, goblin thief.
Yeah, Lady is going to be an elf ranger, and David's going to be a dragonborn fighter, and Crystal is going to be a gnome druid.
And a goblin thief.
And I'm not sure which night. I'm not sure if Kyle will be there when we play. I'm going to have like an extra character sheet handy just in case. But he's coming on Friday and leaving Sunday, so. Which means we have to do the murder party on Saturday.
Okay.
Because that one you have to have 6 people for it. Shifts this week, and as much as I'm looking forward to getting home at like 3 in the afternoon now, I am not looking forward to waking up at 5 a.m. again.
There's 2 sides to every coin.
Are you still taking off for this weekend?
Yes.
Yeah, I saw they put out the Roku app, so we're just gonna have all the TVs set to everything this week.
I have it running. It's a FriendCon thing, and we're going to have the DragonCon stuff running on the TVs while we're there. But, I got off. This is the first time I will have taken off and not be sick since November.
Ironic, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we're back.
This year was supposed to be my I'm going to every con year.
Oh man.
I had signed up for. I'd gotten a ticket for AWA, I'd gotten a ticket for MomoCon, I already had a ticket for DragonCon. So this year I was going to do all of those. I'm going to go to all the mud runs and stuff. And no, just kidding.
Stinks. Yeah, we were gonna. Both my wife and I turned 40 this year, so we were gonna go travel somewhere, but
Nah.
yeah, that's gonna be a few years down the road, maybe if we're lucky.
Why not?
I said we were. LL and I were planning on traveling this year because we were both turned 40, but that didn't happen.
Well,
My mother-in-law is supposed to be in Maine this week, so instead she ordered some lobster and blueberry pie. So we'll be eating that sometime this week. That's one good thing.
I'm assuming that those are separate things that you're going to have, not lobster inside of blueberry pie. Because that doesn't sound like work.
no, it's the other way around. You actually fill the lobster with blueberry pie.
Yes, it's a delicacy in somewhere.
You hollow it out.
The blueberry pie. It's
You
kind of like
throw-
lobster foie gras.
You throw the meat out and you fill it full of the blueberry pie, so it's just the shell. Oh, that sounds awful.
Yeah.
Like you go to cut into it and it's just blueberry pie just oozes out.
Have you seen where people take like everyday objects, or they bake a cake that looks like an everyday object and they just cut into it?
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
imagining here, except it's a lobster.
It's a blueberry pie. Lobster's a blue.
Oozing out of the inside of the lobster.
Videos are kind of mesmerizing, though. I don't know what it is, but there's something about watching someone cut into something and it's cake. It's fun to watch.
Oh, you mean like those hyper realistic cakes that they make?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, those are pretty cool.
I saw where someone made what looked like fried chicken and French fries out of ice cream and pound cake.
Wow.
But it was basically fried ice cream. They took the ice cream and formed it into what looked like a chicken thigh or chicken leg, and then coated it in like corn flakes or something like that, and then fried it so it looked like fried chicken. And then the pound cake they cut to crinkle cuts and air fried that so it had like the crispy outside.
That's awesome. I would eat the hell out of that.
That sounds pretty good, and I came in only halfway. What is the base item?
What?
What was the base item?
What do you mean?
What is it? Because I heard everything about how it was cooked, but not what it actually was.
It was someone we were talking about food it's like cake that looks like other things, and it was ice cream and pound cake that was made to look like fried chicken and French fries.
Oh, it's one of those things that you see, if it's done well enough, you see it, and then you expect one thing, and you put it in your mouth, and you get another thing.
Yeah.
Hey Jeff, are you there?
I'm here.
Okay,
I'm just in the other room.
gotcha. All right, so Armin, leading the pack, sees a path that leads down to the south with a turnoff almost immediately to the east.
And we've decided to go this way. We'll make our way to the next corner, and we'll peek around it.
You
I'll
peek around it, and you see
Oh God, I've moved
nothing
into a
as you
wall.
put yourself into the wall.
Arm- Where'd you go, Armin?
Shriek as his flesh melts.
How did you manage to do that? That is a solid wall.
I picked up 2 tokens at once and moved Armin over like that.
Like that. Gotcha.
And now I
That'll
can't
do
move
it.
any of them out.
Yeah, don't worry. I'll move everybody.
Armin shrieks in terror.
I go in and out of the wall.
That's actually something of like a good kind of thing to know, that if you move multiple tokens like that, that'll happen.
So we pick around the corner. It looks like we see a door.
You see a door in front of you.
I wander over to the door, holding the bear's hand.
You want to teach Roar your door opening traditions?
I would never put Roar in danger.
Oh.
I think you should name him Roscoe.
The rest of us.
Too
On
late.
the
His name is Rar.
Y'all can do whatever y'all like. Y'all knew what you were in for. This is a bear. I say, stay back, Rar. Let me investigate this door, and I put my head against it and listen for whatever's inside.
As you put your head against it, Hafen, from 20 feet back, sees a purple ripple appear from around your head and cross the entire door. It looks very similar to what was happening to the other doors that you were trying to open.
Crap.
Do I hear anything?
You hear nothing.
Hey, Armin, step back from that door.
I step back from the door.
It gave off some purplish.
We've seen that. I guess we're not going this way.
A purple haze.
Onward. To the other way. Oh, I see 2 directions. I see a door again.
You see a door immediately to the east, and you see a pathway that dead ends to the west.
Well, dead ends are boring. Let's go to doors.
All right, you approach the door. What do you do?
I say, stand back, Roar, and I listen again.
As you put your head up against the door, the scene that preceded this one immediately happens again. The door ripples a purple aura.
Some more purple. More purple.
I've got a working theory on the purple.
Okay.
This dungeon, based on what Serena said, how it's different, we are in an alternate dimension, and we are bumping against the real dimension with the purple doors.
So you think we're in the original place or a distorted place?
I think we're in a distorted place.
And how could we get out? Somebody had.
I will say this, I don't think we could get through this purple wall with gaseous form. We could not do it.
No. If it's if we're in some sort of contained dimension or
Like I would treat this whole dungeon as like we're in a bag of holding.
All right, well, you have the seemingly other dimension wall/door ahead of you. Back to the west, you see the path dead end against a wall.
If I know one thing about dungeons and places that are creepy and alternate dimension-y, dead ends are actually doors.
yeah.
So
You want to check?
As you approach 10 feet within
oh god.
the end of the hallway, I need Armin and Hafen to roll me a dexterity save.
What about Roar?
Rar as well.
I will use can I forego my dexterity save to try to protect Roar?
Sure, you can piccolo that shit with Gohan.
Yep. Could I just like forego it and give him advantage on his save?
Sure.
Okay. What is his stats?
He's got a character sheet, but it's blank for whatever reason.
Oh, this happened last time I saw blank character sheets like this. It was because Roll20 was having issues.
let's try this. Hey, hang on. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna delete his token completely from the game. We're gonna drag it back in from the compendium and see what happens. So we'll drop him here. Delete that. So he should be back in the game. There he is. Let's look at his character sheet. Oh, right, there's his stat block.
He has 10 decks, right?
He's also a large creature, apparently.
He
Oh,
was
wow.
not large before.
He got bigger.
He's going to continue to be a medium token for the sake of, because roll 20 fucked with me, so he is a medium token.
Okay, well, I'll just roll 1d20, and I'll roll it twice.
His dex is plus 0, so it's a raw roll.
Yeah, so he got a 16.
16. Hafen, Yolanda, you're back here while everyone's rolling. Armin doesn't roll it. Hafen rolls an 11. Armin immediately, upon approaching the end of the hallway, notices a hole in the wall. The hole blasts fire forward that covers the entire western to eastern side of the door and just fills the hallway with flame. Yolanda sees it streak across in front of her. Everybody is consumed in flames. Oops.
Ouch.
Armin takes 20 fire damage. Rar is safe. Hafen takes 9 fire damage. The flames burn across the walls, the floors, the ceilings before clearing out, leaving a heavy smoke wafting in the air.
Jesus Christ, that hurt.
Let's stop, drop, and roll.
Yep.
East
Yep,
of all and
exactly.
Yolanda do not get consumed by the flames, but they see them pass before them.
Whew.
You guys okay?
That was a close one.
Yolanda feels the heat of the flames upon her face.
Not okay. Nothing about this is okay.
I'm gonna round the corner slightly singed. And
I once over Rar to make sure he's okay. Very concerned, like.
Let me give you control over his token again, since I had to.
Starting to become suspicious about that bear. Armin seems awfully fixated on him.
He's a friend.
All right, you should have control of him again.
Okay. If I know one thing about traps in dungeons, they usually lead to treasure.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna stay behind the corner this time. I've learned my lesson.
I will pat down the far wall.
Okay, give
And
me
I
an
will
investigation.
Well, I will send Rar back first. I'll say, hey, buddy, go sit back with Uncle Istival, and I'll pat down the wall.
I'm gonna pat Rar.
Give it an
Rar on the
ocular
back.
pat down.
I'm going to give it an ocular pat down.
You see the tube that shot the fire out, and investigating the wall closer, you notice that this is truly a dead end. For how you are placed in the dungeon, the stone golem and his fountain are just on the other side of the wall.
It's that damn golem. He did this to us.
Seems logical.
You are truly at a dead end. You
I
come to the
walk back and
conclusion.
I say, I am absolutely certain that not all traps lead to treasure now. Let's be onward. And I cough up blood because I'm at a third of my health.
So you don't ask for help, you're just trudging onwards.
Why don't you heal yourself, cleric?
You make an excellent point. I'm gonna use my prayer
Looks like
beads.
you have consumption.
I have prayer beads of. I'm gonna use my prayer beads of cure wounds level 2.
I'm gonna slap 10 points of lay on hands on you as well.
So I get 10, 25, and then 35 for lay on hands. So I'm back over half, guys.
Maybe another 10. I noticed that you've still got a rib jutting out.
I'll take 10 more. Which puts me at a. Is my health not going up?
You're cursed. Remember?
Oh, my token was being weird. So I'm doing much better.
While I'm handing out healing magic, anybody else need not feeling too hot? Need a little top off?
I could use a little top off.
Yeah, a little
Feel a little
something,
peckish.
something. All right. I'm gonna slide 10 points to you.
Passing out candy.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like pass my hand over her forehead.
I can't wait to
With
make a
you, I
paladin.
took my hand. Yeah.
All right. So you've explored the southeastern side of the dungeon, and you found some magically locked doors and a fire trap.
I say we move onward north.
Okay.
I peek around the corner. There's a lot of corners to peek around, guys. There's a lot of hallways.
As you come up to the intersection, you see a path that leads to the west, to the north, and to the east.
Beast.
East.
The north appears to be a dead end, and so does the west. And if I know anything about dead ends, they lead us to treasure typically.
If I know anything about dead ends, I'm going to let you find out if it's truly a dead end.
Rar, stand back. I'll handle this myself. And I walk to the dead end over here, and
Okay.
I pat the wall down. I frisk the wall.
Give me an
looking for-
investigation.
Okay.
Don't worry, Rar. Let me set off any traps.
Based on the movement you have made so far, you go to yourself. This is a dead end because the other side of the wall is that main chamber where we found the stone golem.
I'm absolutely certain that whoever designed this dungeon was an idiot. Why would they have hallways leading to dead ends that are connected? There could clearly be an opening here that leads back into that other room. I will go north, and I will pat down this wall as well.
Roll me an investigation. You pat this wall down, and you come to the conclusion that this is a solid wall, and there is nothing beyond this point.
I'm questioning everything I ever thought I knew about dungeons, guys.
Your entire worldview has been
Uh,
rocked.
We're all watching Armin's reality shatter in front of us.
So I'm scratching my chin, staring at the floor as I walk forward, not really paying attention to where I'm going.
As you walk forward, you immediately see to the south 3 statues, all in the likeness of Urus, in front of you.
I found something that is worth investigating, I think, guys.
All
Guys,
right.
More statues of our good friend Urus.
Oh, boy.
I'm doing
As
pull-ups on the one to the left.
All right. Well, Armin, roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh Jesus.
Because as you stepped in front of the statues, all three of their eyes lit up a bright red, and lasers from all three of them hone in on your position. You
Frickin'
attempt
lasers.
to dodge out of the way, but are unsuccessful. And you take
Is this magic?
7. You take 7 laser damage.
Laser damage. It's not magic.
Laser beams.
I was gonna argue that my spell guard shield should give me advantage, but I rolled a 6 and a 5, so
As the lasers all pierce your body, you feel a bit bludgeoned by it, and then the lasers die down.
that one hurt, guys. It was not a good feeling.
Well,
You're really good at walking into all the traps.
It's part of my motif.
it's like
As you walked into the room, the entire party sees 2 separate hallways that lead to the north.
How do you blast your personality trait? I face problems head on. A simple and direct solution is the best path to success. Trigger the traps. It's easy.
Yolanda works her way up, and
It's
she
painful.
sees one of the hallways opens up into a larger room.
Hey, Armin, come do your thing.
I stumble forward, coughing up blood. What thing? I walk forward.
As you walk forward, you see a staircase that ascends into the darkness.
Do I see chains on the floor?
You do. You see chains that link to stone pillars.
Huh.
Why would you chain masonry?
Maybe it's aesthetic. Maybe there's a theme going on here.
BDSM?
That's absolutely what's happening.
Uros is into
Here.
some weird
Hafen.
stuff.
Hafen sees in the far distance some skulls laying at the base of an object.
there's some skulls up
I like your grin, Scott, as you said that.
here.
Is this a throne?
As the party moves forward, they see
There-
skulls
seems-
piled at the base of a wall. And behind the wall, they see a giant tomb.
Oh, let me knock it off.
If I know anything about tombs, there's probably treasure inside.
Crack that
Hey,
puppet.
Armin, want me to knock it
Be
up
open.
open?
I mean, I would love for you to do all the work, but I'll help if you'd like.
Kick it open.
Give me a strength check.
21.
Yolanda kicks at the top of the sarcophagus, and the lid flies off, crashing against the eastern wall. Yolanda notices giant, but a obscene amount of bones laying within the sarcophagus.
Like more than for one person?
No, these are large bones, and they are numerous.
I found a bunch of really big bones.
I stick my hand in there and I pull one out.
As you pull one out,
I go for the big one.
you go for the big one. You reach your hand in and you pull at the biggest bone. And when you pull it up, you notice that it is the skull of a dragon.
A dragon, huh?
Immediately, an electricity fills the air as the bones begin to move and shuffle.
Dracolich! Dracolich!
No, God.
They start shuffling together and they fly over the party's head to the south. And they begin to assemble. And they turn into the skeleton of a Draco Lich.
I mean, we came here to fight a lich. This is a warm-up fight, guys.
Is it a Draco Lich or
The
is it
form,
a dragon?
the form solidifies with an electricity in the air, and all of the sudden a roar fills the room as you hear a booming voice that says, "What we could not finish in the cavern, we will finish here."
Oh, son
Oh,
of
we
a
already killed this one.
I'm sorry, who are you?
I was once called Nemra.
That doesn't sound familiar.
Nimrod?
That's just my name backwards.
He lets out a giant roar as the rest of you roll for initiative.
So, out of character, how the fuck did Uruz procure the bones of our fallen foe?
That's a very good question, huh?
I always hate rolling initiative because I always do poorly.
Mm.
I got a 15.
Let's see what the Mr. Bear does. Mr. Bear is not very strong.
But he's probably got bonus attack against dragons.
He does not.
Did you roll for him?
I did not yet.
Oh, okay.
I think I've done it twice now. Actually,
He's got 12 was his first one, so we'll put him at
Yeah.
12. Is that everybody? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 for the brown bear and the Draco Lich. And since D rolled a 1, she goes after Hafen. All right. The round begins with the Draco Lich letting out a roar that fills the entire room. I tried to give him a light that kind of fills the room. Does that kind of fill the room for everybody?
Yes.
Okay,
Mhm.
good. Just wanted to make it to where you could see everything and for combat. He, at first, flies up, uses frightful presence on Armin.
I'm not scared of you. I think.
He laughs in the face of death. Oh,
I would argue I have advantage just because we've already killed him once.
Sure.
Also, my shield does it if it's magical.
You could argue a Draco Lich is magical.
Do I roll something for this?
Roll me a...
We can just say I'm fine.
Of course not.
is it actually a Draco Lich or is it just an undead dragon?
It's like Draco Lich.
That's the look of we're fucked on Jeff's face.
I mean, Draco Lich would be
Not an ideal thing to fight right now.
arguably more powerful than a regular Lich.
Not necessarily.
Stat
All
blocks
right.
have no meaning.
Stat blocks have no meaning.
That's true.
So, whatever you're looking up, don't worry about it. 'Cause
Oh no,
I
I'm
may
not,
or-
I'm not looking anything up.
So I
I'm
may or
just-
may not have altered anything that you guys look up. So,
I'm not looking
So the-
anything up.
so Nimra is going to reach out and take a bite at Armin.
I thought he was gonna frightful presence me.
Yeah, he's gonna do that first.
I don't know what that does. Does it mean I run away?
You need to roll me a... What is it?
Wisdom save.
Is that your strongest one?
I think it's what you roll for being scared of things. But yes, it is my strongest one.
You need to... Yeah, roll me a wisdom saving throw.
I'm next to Jeff, so I get +3, I think.
Yes, you do.
All right.
Is it magical?
Well, of course it's...
What?
Okay, well then I have advantage also because of spell shield.
Anyways, well, no, the frightful presence in itself is not magical
Okay.
because he's trying to intimidate you, basically. But he lets out a fearsome roar in your direction. But having killed him once already, you feel steeled against this, and you are not frightened. After that, he is going to take a bite out of you. After failing to be frightened, you see his bony teeth and skull move towards you, and you expertly dodge out of the way as he rears back and makes 2 strikes with his claws. Both strikes hitting you for a total of 30 damage.
Jesus.
Joink.
That was an ouchie, guys.
He is going to use his movement to launch up into the air, reaching almost the ceiling of the room at 20 feet, and move back 10, gauging an attack of opportunity from the brown bear.
Oh boy. Rar swings out his mighty paw. He has multi-attack? I don't know how does that work.
You just rolled an attack on all of them.
Okay. I'm trying to get to him. He'll swipe at it with his claw. 23?
His first claw smacks one of the femur bones of the blue dragon as it flies away for 10 damage.
Joink.
Okay. Do I roll the multi-attack or not?
No, you got the first one off.
Okay.
And you surprisingly hit. Alright. East of all, you are up.
East of all. Good old East of all.
I yell at you, attack. Don't bless. I'll do that. You attack. You're good at that.
I'm gonna drink a strength potion. No. What a waste of a turn. I'm gonna move forward.
Is it an action to drink a potion?
Yeah, I think it would take
It
my whole
is.
turn.
Jeff, he's also like 15 feet in the air.
Oh, I thought you said he landed.
Mhm.
Well, I guess I'll lay down and die.
I'm just telling you because you thought he landed on your movement, so if you need to make any adjustments, you can. So right now, in front of the party, he is floating in the air, basically.
Alright. Well, after seeing that wonderful 30 damage points that he smashed him with, I'm going to use Aura of Vitality. This is the first time I've ever cast this spell.
It was a concentration, 30-foot radius. The aura moves with you. More or less, it's going to fill the room.
So I can heal someone for 2d6 every turn.
Okay.
I'll
But
take
it is,
that.
it is a concentration for 10 rounds, starting now.
Okay. So I'm gonna heal you, Armin, for 2d6.
I'll take it. How much is 2d6?
12. It's a straight 12.
Roll that dice. I'm waiting for those 2 1s.
I mean, I'll take anything I can get, Jeff.
Yeah, 2d5. Well, okay, so add 2 to that.
It's sort of...
10 sounds good to me.
Okay, 10. Let's go with 10.
I'll allow it because you rolled.
I did not mean
2d5.
to hit 5.
It's fine.
Okay.
10. It's 10.
There you go.
I cough up a little less blood.
All right. Does Cereal do anything else?
No.
Movement, anything like that?
I guess I could move forward into tank position.
Right. You move forward and you look up at the dragon as he is flapping his bony wings in front of you. You wonder how a Dracolich is flying, but that is neither here nor there. Mr. Rar, it is your turn.
He looks at the dragon. He looks at Armin. He cocks his head. He goes over and picks up a skull and chunks it at him.
Roll me an improvised weapon.
I don't even know how to do that. I will open up his character sheet. And what is improvised weapon for this NPC? Is it like just plus strength?
Yeah, plus strength.
Plus 4. So -2 from this. He rolled a 21.
All right. He palms the skull, turns around, and flings it up, and it smacks the Dracolich squarely in the dragon's skull.
For 1d4 plus strength?
Yeah.
6 damage.
For 6 whole damage.
And
Congratulations. So far in this fight, your brown bear has done more damage than the rest of you.
He shrugs and his turn's over.
All right, Armin. You're up.
I think
You see a giant undead flying dragon in front of you. What does that tell you about the situation?
I am excited to be killing an undead dragon. That ticks a bunch of boxes. He's flying. We have to deal with that. I'm going to cast Hold Monster on him to incapacitate him.
So you're going to incapacitate his wings.
Well, I'm going to incapacitate all of him. And
Okay.
hopefully he'll fall. So
Sure.
he needs to make a wisdom saving throw or be paralyzed.
All right, what's his saving throw for wisdom?
16.
He fails.
Oof. Does he take fall damage?
He is going to fall 20 feet, but being an undead creature, it is not going to affect him.
Okay.
What do you do?
I have to concentrate on this spell, so I don't think I can cast another spell. That
You can
requires-
cast any spell that is not a concentration. Concentration spells can be cast, but as long as you take... Let me double check on that. Some spells require you to make concentration in order to keep the magic active. If you lose concentration, a spell ends. You can. The only thing is you cannot cast another spell that requires concentration. So unless you take damage, you're fine.
Okay. So while he is paralyzed, he is prone, and any attacks against him are like crits. So I'm
He
saying
falls. He falls to the ground, out of flying.
I'm saying this out loud at D. Please.
What he
Oh no, I wasn't listening. I was trying to read on what I wanted to do.
He is on the ground
He-
paralyzed.
he falls to the ground,
Okay.
but he keeps moving.
So is he paralyzed?
You've knocked him out of the air, but he continues to move.
Okay. So,
What?
Fuck. He's not paralyzed, guys.
well, that's never mind. Ignore everything I just said. I summon my
You
spiritual
knocked him
weapon.
out of the air, though. He is grounded.
I summon my spiritual weapon
Okay.
right next to him, and it attacks.
Place it. All right. And 11 plus 2, your spiritual weapon swings, but it just kind of phases through his bones, doing no damage.
That's me. I'm curious if I still have to hold concentration because
No, because the spell half succeeded and half failed, so
Okay.
no, you don't have to. I gave you the benefit of the doubt here. All right, Hafen,
Okay.
you are up.
Okay. First,
But
I will. Excuse me. First, I'm going to immolate it.
Okay.
I feel like that's your signature spell at this point.
Yeah.
It's a really good spell. What is the dex save on your immolation? 16. He fails. A burst of flames engulfs the Draco Lich. His bones continue to remain on fire after you cast your spell. He takes 26 fire damage.
Okay. And then, as a bonus action, I'm going to touch Armin and give him Dragon's Breath.
Oh boy. That's exciting.
What element are you giving him?
It's important.
Yeah, that's the part I don't know.
You can call basically any element when you cast Dragon's Breath.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to think of what would be the most effective
So-
against.
I'm
So
a
the-
cleric. Give me
the
holy
dragon-
power.
The dragon has named himself against you. So it may not be a good idea to give a specific element out.
I'm not sure if. Okay.
You know what type of damage he does in his living form. Give me holy power. I'm a cleric. I want to fight with holy power. Let me breathe radiance.
Well,
Is that
which
a
would
dragon?
you? Do you like lightning or? Oh.
Nah, no. Don't
So
want
you can
lightning.
choose to. You can give him acid, cold, fire, lightning, or poison. You have 5 choices.
Yeah.
Immolate.
This, remember. Wait, let me check one thing. So your immolation is a concentration spell. Dragon's Breath is also a concentration
is it?
spell.
Darn it. Never mind. I can't do that.
That's disappointing. I was going to breathe fire. Or something.
Then I am going to hold off for right now on bonus action.
We move on then to Yolanda.
Yolanda's gonna do what Yolanda likes to do. Doesn't matter to me that he's still moving. I'm gonna hit it.
You're gonna hit him.
Hit him.
Your first strike misses as he beats his wings and moves out of the way. But the second strike connects into his dragon arm.
Hit him.
Third hit connects as you spin around. Fourth hit also connects. So your following 3 connect. Your first one misses.
44.
For a whole 44 damage. Does Yolanda do anything else?
No, that's me.
All right, we are at the top of the round. We'll reassort. So now Yolanda will go before Hafen, since that has only been the first round. We're back at the top. It is now Nimra's turn. Nimra, having been assaulted, grounded, and beat upon, is going to breathe out lightning. I need east of all, I need Yolanda, I need Brown Bear to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw.
Dex save.
This will straight up kill him. The bear is dead.
Poor bear. Never had a chance.
Maybe he'll turn into a puffball and we'll put him back in our bag.
East of all, yeah. All right.
Is it 13 a fail?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to spend a key and reroll because of monk shit.
Well, wait, is a 16 a fail?
Yes.
Okay.
A wide blast of lightning rips down the room. Yolanda sees it coming and succeeds, taking monk bullshit and 0 damage. East of all and the Brown Bear, though, take 66 lightning damage.
66, you said?
66.
That almost kills Brown Bear twice.
Even with the 21 saving throw?
How do you have a 21?
I've got +3.
You have +3. All right, you take half damage at 33 lightning damage then.
Bear is dead.
The bear, as the lightning rips through him, lets out a roar, looking sadly over at Armin before Armin sees it transform down into its little fuzzy ball, and the fuzzy ball zips back to the bag.
Oh, he's back in my bag? Okay. I reach out as he does it. I'm like, wait, what?
The Draco Lich is going to take back to flying about 20 feet up. Sir Eastaval, you're up.
If he goes flying up, that should invoke attack of opportunities, right? From everyone nearby?
Sure.
Including my magic weapon?
Including your magic weapon. Eastaval, Yolanda.
Do I get 2 on attack of opportunity since I usually get 2 on a normal attack? I'm not sure about that.
Attack of opportunity is just 1 swing, so no.
Okay.
But spectral weapon hits.
He does 11. Ignore all the rest.
Yolanda hits. You just rolled radiant damage, Jeff.
You're also muted.
You're also muted.
Rolled a 20 up top.
Oh, you did. Okay.
So 13.
But he hits. So that is
21.
13, 12, 15, and 11.
Wait, 13.
All right. So that with that damage resolved, it is now Sir Eastaval's turn. You see the dragon, after taking your strike, fly back up into the air in front of you, out of reach of your warhammer.
So even with all of the smacks he just got, he still took off.
He still took off.
Okay. Okay. No, can't do that.
Think about it for 30 seconds. I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick.
Okay.
We gotta get him grounded, guys.
I could just jump up to him.
Some of us aren't flying ninjas.
I almost want to drink this potion of lightning resistance.
You took a lot of damage.
Good. And if he's gonna just keep casting lightning, might be a good thing.
Yeah. I'm just like, I'm worried that any turn we don't spend attacking him means he's gonna kill us.
I don't really have much that I can do though, honestly. I don't have any range damage, I don't think.
Knowing that, I would say drink the potion.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Like, if you don't have any other option.
I could bless everybody.
What you doing, east of all?
I'm gonna drink one of my lightning resist potions.
All right, sounds pretty good considering the situation.
So I chugged that potion. And then I'm gonna heal 2d6 on Armin again.
Okay.
Love that. Let's not do 2d5 this time.
Well,
4 whole health.
shit, either way.
I'll take it, man. I'm like, my ears are bleeding.
All right. Does east of all do anything else?
I'm gonna move over this way. So
Okay.
we're kind of spread out.
Sure.
Actually, would that give us advantage?
Nope, because he's in the air.
But when he lands.
If he lands there.
Okay. Just trying to be strategic for when he does land again.
Sure. All right. East of all, you are up.
I'm gonna swing my hammer at him.
I'm sorry, Armin.
I know. Just kidding.
I think I'm gonna bless the party.
You're gonna bless the party for
I
once.
am gonna bless the party. I have a prayer bead of blessing, and I'm going to use it.
Wait.
I don't know what level it lets me bless at, and I don't actually have the bless spell, so I don't know how many that is. I think it's just 3 people, right?
Bless. So this will cast at regular bless, which is a level 1, which you bless up to 3 creatures of your choice within range.
Okay.
Whenever a target makes an attack roll or a saving throw before the spell ends, the target can roll a d4 and add that number.
Okay, I'm gonna bless Istaval, Yolanda, and myself. Sorry, Hafen.
This does not stack
With what?
with Eastall's bless.
Did he bless?
I haven't
last
actually
turn?
blessed the party. I did not bless the party.
Okay, I'm just telling you that you can't stack
Yeah.
bless.
Yeah, but it stacks with my aura,
With your aura, yes.
but not
But
with
what I'm
bless.
saying
Got it.
is,
Yeah,
what I'm
I
saying,
get it. I get it.
Yeah, we can't
what I'm
double
saying
bless.
is that you can't like cast bless on Yolanda with Eastval and then cast bless with Armin and get 2 d4s basically.
Blessings upon blessings.
Yeah, like I'm doing this so that Jeff doesn't have to waste his turn to do so.
Okay.
And I'll use my bonus action to make my sword, my floating sword, float up to him in the air and strike him.
All right. A 14 misses as the spectral sword slices through the dragon's bone, doing no damage.
Well, I hope it's annoying at least.
Next up, is Yolanda.
Yolanda's going to yell at Armin, next time give me the thing that makes me hit really hard.
I don't have that spell right now.
Well, she doesn't know that. She just wants to hit really hard.
I
And
shrugged.
then, so he's in the air, right?
He is 20 feet up in front of you.
Yeah, I can jump that high easily. I'm gonna jump up and grab hold of him. I'm not trying to grapple him. I'm just trying to grab hold of a bone or something so I don't. So I'm in the air and hit him. Do you need me to do an acrobatics or anything like that?
Yeah, give me an acrobatics on grabbing him.
It's like
It's
using
not
your
a straight
movement, right?
grapple.
Yeah, this is just a type thing. 18 good enough?
And this is a non-conventional roll. You know what? He can't beat that. So yes, you jump up and you grab onto one of his leg bones.
Well, I was hoping for like a rib or something. But I start hitting him. And hitting him.
Kind of wailing over, just kind of.
And hitting him.
I'd argue
Alright.
you're one-handed on these attacks.
So, wham! Wham!
I don't think it would matter one way or the other.
No. Stabs don't really, because a lot of times you're just spinning them in your hands anyway.
Yeah.
You're not really.
So 1, 2, 3. So all 4 attacks, you smack into the dragon's bones on his lower half. So
3. 40. 50,
all right.
54.
Hey Scott, are you Cherokee County?
I'm technically in Cobb.
Oh, flash flood warning.
Oh, fun. I'm
Yay.
real close to Cherokee. I'm real close to the south side of Cherokee, though.
I'm right dead in the heart of Cherokee.
Me too.
Are you guys written? No, Town Lake's not in the dead. Cherokee County goes a lot further north than you think.
Let me be clear. I'm in the flash flood zone.
All right, Hafen, you are up.
Okay.
Yolanda, did you let go or did you continue to hang on?
I'm just hanging on.
All right, just want to be sure.
We'll see. Let's see how poorly this goes. But
I will. Let's see. What do I have? I'll cast Magic Missile at level 4 on it.
He's
That's
still
6.
immolated, right? So he takes fire damage?
He is immolated. I don't know if he.
He'll take it on his next turn.
Yeah.
But yeah, fire or magic missile. So that should be 3, 4. You're casting at 5 or 6?
Level.
3 at level 1. So add 1 for every level.
So level 4. So 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, and 4.
All right. So 5, 9, 12, 17, 21, 24 damage. All right. As your magic missiles erupt from your arcane focus, they rocket forward and pelt Draco Lich all over.
Okay.
He lets out a mighty as he is blasted with the magic missiles, but he still remains flying in the air.
And that's all I got for this round.
The Draco Lich looks down at the party all around them and sees someone hanging onto him. Makes a multi-attack. It bites 3 times at Yolanda, with all 3 connecting. Yolanda takes that.
Yolanda gonna be dead.
Yeah, maybe.
Yolanda takes 69 piercing and lightning damage.
Yeah, I fall off.
Yolanda
Unconscious.
falls to the ground, crashing into the floor, doing a face plant, and lands unconscious.
We'll get you back up.
Oh,
The Draco Lich then beats its wings really hard. I need Eastival to make me a dexterity saving throw.
so in response to her being bitten by the, so how many attacks was it? Was it
3.
1 attack? So it was 3 different attacks that
3.
totaled 60.
Yes.
What was the highest amount of damage?
They were all even amounts across the 3. 'Cause
Okay.
I take the average on the attacks.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna rebuke. Well,
You gonna rebuke on the last one?
I was. Yeah. Yeah, I'll do that.
All right, so see if that actually makes a difference. Hang on a second. What were you at before you fell, D?
What do you mean?
50.
Right.
What was your health at before you fell?
It was 50, wasn't it?
It was a little more. It was 54, I think.
All right, so if Eastival is going to rebuke, what do you do with rebuke?
Use your reaction to force the attacker to make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the attacker takes radiant damage equal to the damage it just dealt.
All right, so what is my wisdom save on that?
It
Doesn't
would
matter.
be-
He failed. It doesn't matter. He failed. So Yolanda is dislodged from the dragon's bone, and she lands back on the ground with 5 health.
Well,
But not dead.
I'm dying.
And what does Nemra take?
20. I mean, if you said it was 60, right? Total.
It was 66 total.
So 22.
22. All right. As Nemra goes in for the final bite, Eastival, roleplay that for me. What you do?
Sir Eastival's eyes glow yellow, and he holds up his hands and yells out some arcane-sounding shit. And boom!
An aura surrounds Nemra and collapses in on him. His bones begin to shudder as he begins to yell, "No, not again!" His bones one by one begin to fall to the ground before the skull hits the ground and breaks in two, and he falls.
Quick, attack!
Beat him with his own bones.
Stab a femur.
Combat has now ended.
Yay!
You've successfully defeated the Draco Lich.
The Nemra.
You defeated Nemra Part 2.
Barely.
Poor Rar.
Hey guys, I don't feel so good.
Let's see if we can hook you
Yeah.
up. Maybe this is a good time to take a short rest, guys.
We should probably take a rest because I've got I'm pretty spent.
I just healed you for 10.
I still don't feel too good.
Yeah, actually, my so how would my aura of vitality work out of combat?
I think you would get to use it until it ran out.
Duration concentration up to 1 minute. What does that
1
mean?
minute.
So how many times did you use it?
Twice.
So
I'll give you one more time in that minute.
Okay, so I just did it on 10 for D.
Okay. All right. You around east of all, there is a smattering of bones that have spread around the room. You see the cracked dragon skull in front of you.
I'm gonna harvest some teeth for sure.
Sure.
Pulverize it.
Since you couldn't do it last time, since the dragon's cave came crashing down upon the party,
What do you think a dragon tooth would weigh?
a pound or two at least.
everything fits in the bag of holding.
Oh. A dragon tooth. So this is an ancient dragon, right?
Yes.
So it says that a dragon tooth weighs 150 pounds.
Wait, what?
Everything fits in the bag of holding, Jeff.
How much does so
Where did you get that from?
that can't be right. How much does a dragon skull weigh? Between 30 and 50 pounds.
Yeah, I'm gonna say like a dragon's teeth, since we'll assume that a dragon skull holds 32 teeth or some junk like. You know what? DM Fiat, 2 pounds.
2 pounds. Okay. So I'm looking at a that's okay, so it's homebrew. That's yeah. It's trash rules.
Trash rules. You know the feather staff is I made that, so it's homebrew. So it's trash, right?
Trash rules.
Absolutely garbage. You gave the monk, the OP monk, an OP weapon. Can we dig around in the sarcophagus?
Sure.
I want to look and see if there's anything in there of note other than
All right.
Ow.
bone scraps.
I'm gonna toss some of these owlbear claws out. I need 20 of them.
So you're gonna look in the sarcophagi.
Yeah.
All right. It is completely bare. There is nothing in it. Where once there was dragon bones, there is not.
And why would somebody put dragon in a
Bless
sarcophagus?
you.
That is not the question we should be asking. How did Urus get this dragon's remains? Because we killed this dragon hundreds of miles away.
That is a
That-
good question.
That is exactly.
Do you think it could be Ditex?
I'm going to blame him for everything, so yes. But it sounds like there's some portal or teleportation we can use here to get to that location.
Does sound like that, doesn't
It
it?
has something to do with purple doors.
Correct.
Has to do with what?
Purple doors?
Purple doors.
Yeah, the magic doors.
Could be.
Did the dragon have any loot on him? Any magic swords jabbed into his ribs?
Nope. There was nothing.
What a jip. I'm gonna kick one of the bones.
Oh, these are dragon bones. Let's put them all in the bag of holding. He's a disassembled dragon that doesn't decompose anymore. We're putting all the bones in the bag of holding.
We could definitely
Put 'em on.
100% get something for the bones back in the city, because it's not like there's just dragon bones laying around that you can like use as crafting utensils, like or crafting materials. I'm
Right.
sure every noble in Waterdeep would want a set of dragon bone handled cutlery.
Waterdeep, it doesn't exist anymore. It's a crater.
Whatever.
They need
Baldur's
that
Gate.
cover.
Every noble in Baldur's Gate wants some dragon bone cutlery.
Neverwinter Nights, man.
Yeah, and Neverwinter, exactly.
But
Just
maybe
saying,
we'll visit.
there is a market for dragon bone.
Right, we're gonna put every single bone into the bag of holding.
Can
Can
you
they
do
fit?
that?
It's in infinite space, isn't it?
Bag of holding says if the bag is overloaded, pierced, or torn. Let's see, the bag can hold up to 500 pounds. By itself, the teeth take up almost 100 of those pounds.
Hmm.
I guess it's 400 pounds extra. What else do we have in there right now?
I don't have anything special listed.
Oh, I want to harvest this part.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah.
You want
Is
to
that-
harvest the dragon dick? Is that what you
Well,
want?
the fundamentum. I
East-
guess that's a fancy way of
East
saying
of all
that.
wants the dragon dick because that's his only outlet.
Why do so many of your characters want to stick things into bags?
I think it's because I myself am a scavenger.
You want to be
real
playing
life.
Monster Hunter. Is
You
what
get
you're-
that from your parents, man.
I do. I grew up gym grubbing, like at up in Helen. You know where you take the little box and you dump the sand in, and the
Yeah.
gyms are in it.
Yeah.
So I would do that until my parents were like, "All right, we're done. We're not spending any more money on this shit." And then I would dig through the dirt underneath it and find the little pieces that people missed.
And this is why
I'm not
you
even
thrift
kidding.
shop so much.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I
So
love
so
finding shit.
so the bag itself is 2 foot by 4 foot deep, and it cannot exceed 500 pounds, exceeding a cubic volume of 64 feet. The bag weighs 15 pounds, regardless of its content. Do you think you can put the whole dragon in there?
We're gonna take all the teeth.
All right.
So 100 pounds of dragon teeth.
Yes.
I'll put
Okay,
it in
so
my
I'll-
inventory.
I'll get rid of all of the teeth that I have written down then.
Assuming we're gonna sell these, because I feel like that's how this is gonna hit.
We absolutely are. We're gonna turn it into dragon armor.
How much?
Dragons.
How many bones do you think I could get? Like
we're
maybe.
we're gonna roll by Skyrim rules of dragon bones. Dragon bones are heavy. I'm not gonna let you guys walk out of here with an entire dragon skeleton.
We're coming back for this dragon.
This is an interdimensional place. We may not be able to.
Hold on, I'm gonna look around and see if I can find a push cart.
Magic oxen.
As Haven looks around the room, it is very bare except for the pillars, the chains, and the bones laying upon the ground.
I'm strong enough I could probably wear his skull like a helmet.
You're already wearing a crown.
I forgot about that. I made anyone go crazy yet.
I wonder
All
if I
those
could.
lost opportunities.
Could I?
No, we
Could I?
don't sneak up on people or anything like that. We mostly just run in and start hitting things.
Usually that's how it goes.
Hey, Armin, what happened to our bear friend?
That's right. He turned in. He died, or it looked like he fell over, turned into a fuzzball, and zipped into his bag again. So I'm gonna check on him. Actually, that's a good call. I pull out the fuzzball out of the bag.
You reach into the bag and you feel the fuzzball, but as you attempt to pull it out of the bag, it dissolves out of your hand before it comes out of the bag.
I reach back in the bag. Is he still in the bag?
You feel the fuzzball, but every time you try to pull it out of the bag, it dissolves out of your hand.
I think he's taking a nap.
Okay.
So you have basically a bear pet now.
Got a little pocket bear.
I'm a call him.
Pocket bear.
He's like a Pokemon.
All right. You've successfully defeated a Draco Lich. Yolanda got her wish.
And
Yay.
I still
I like
feel good though.
I like that you called it before it came out.
I think we're
Said big bones. There's
Are
only
we-
one thing.
Are we at a good stopping point for tonight?
I think we're at a good stopping point. Now, for a short rest, that's an entirely different question.
I think we're gonna do a short rest. Should we do a short rest when we get back?
Yeah, I gotta.
Yeah,
So wait,
let's resolve that next session.
Okay.
Cool.
One more question. Could I summon a steed and load the steed up with dragon bones?
No.
Okay.
We were locked
We're not
in.
leaving here without this whole dragon.
We were locked in anyway, Jeff.
All right.
Oh wait, I got an idea.
All right. What's your idea?
We could grab all the dragon in our arms, and I could word of recall us back to Elftown.
Do you
Yeah, let's
really
just
want to do
abandon-
that?
No,
Yeah.
Abandon this whole venture.
We're not done with this place, I don't think.
maybe after we're done, if we can get back to this room.
There is absolutely a market for dragon bone. Just saying.
This
It's white gold.
this interdimensional dungeon is going to cease to exist when the Lich is dead. I guarantee it.
Yeah.
So load them up while we can.
Get whatever you can and put it in there. And
White gold.
Texas tea.
That's- All right.
all right.
Off to bed. Night night.
All right. See ya.
See
See y'all later.
I'm out. Holla.
Bye.